Best club in your bag right now?
Oh, goodness. I'd say the driver.
Yeah?
You know, the driver sets the tone for the day. And if you're not driving it well, your mindset just flat out stinks. And fortunately right now, and I've been working on it all year to make it a strength. And in the last week where I've played quite a bit of golf, it's really served me quite well. And it's set the tone for the days.
What's harder, playing or teaching?
Oh gosh, playing is way harder than teaching. Teaching, I'm just helping my guys get there. Playing, the brain gets in the way at times.
One club you can't hit to save your life?
Well, I hope I can hit them all, but I'd say one shot, you know, I've been hating the longer par threes, about 240 yard, 230 yard par threes. They've been giving me a little bit of hell. So we got to put a little bit more work into that.
What is the craziest weather that you've taught in?
Craziest weather? Cold. I hate cold. That's probably why I teach indoors now. Back in the day when I worked at the private club over in Nassau County, in the winters we had that garage that would be the indoor-outdoor, and it would snow and the wind would blow in. God, that's probably what set me up into wanting to teach indoors.
Hardest skill to teach?
Mindset. Mindset. Personality is personality. And we're trying always very hard in many times to try to change the personality. But after doing this enough for many years, you realize you can't really change personality, but you try to learn how to best adapt to that personality.
Do you learn from your students?
Oh, all the time. There's many times I learn more from them in a lesson than they learn from me, most likely. But I'm very lucky that I teach just incredible people that I actually lean into a lot in their own lives, in their professional lives. Whether they're traders in Wall Street, I teach some therapists. Those are really fun ones. But I actually draw a lot from what they do at times, and I'm always asking them questions as well. But you know, the goal is that they come in here and leave better golfers, and when they leave, maybe they make me think a little bit differently about their swings and how I articulate what I want done in their swings.
One golf tip to live by, or that you live by?
Control that golf ball. You know, every golfer that I've been around, literally every golfer I've ever been around, has some form of an insecurity in their golf game. And typically it has to do with controlling that golf ball, whether it's putting, whether it's a driver, whether it's sand shots. There's always some kind of major insecurity in the golfer. And my job is to try to exploit that insecurity and figure out how to make it a strong suit rather than a weak point. And that's ultimately what we're always trying to do. And finding the right wording and finding the right feels and digging into that inner mind is really the skill set here.
Golf alone or with friends?
I can't do anything alone. I'm such an extrovert. I hate doing anything alone. I've tried it. I do it for about 2 or 3 holes and I get bored. So if I am playing that one round by myself, I need music. I hate silence.
What's your favorite kind of music to listen to?
Oh, that changes by the minute. Golf course is different. A student of mine got me seriously into the Allman Brothers again, like I was as a kid growing up. But I really like a little bit of soft rock, a little bit of country out on the golf course. Off the golf course is pretty much a polar opposite.
Love that, love that. Long drive or perfect putt?
Long drive. I love the long ball. And, you know, anybody who's been working with me for some time knows I'm a huge believer that driver sets the tone of the day, sets the tone of the hole. And, you know, the old cliche thing I always say is no one remembers someone having a 3-putt or missing a short putt, but they always remember the guy who can really hit a long ball and keep it in the fairway.
What makes a good coach?
Being a good listener. I think being a good listener, understanding your student, understanding insecurities, understanding what makes them secure and what makes them insecure when they're playing, I think is very important. There's no such thing as one swing. There's a model and a system that I teach within, but at the same time, all my students swing the golf club a little bit differently. So I do think having the ability to listen and properly communicating to all my students in a different way and adapting to them is probably what makes the best type of coach.
Nice. Last question. Favorite feature of your facility?
I love my measuring devices, whether it's TrackMan, whether it's Foresight, whether it's the Force Plates, whether it's SportsBox 4D. To me, being able to measure allows me to articulate to the student in a fact-based mindset for the change, because ultimately when you change a movement for a golfer, you're taking on a very big responsibility in many cases, and a gamble in many cases. So by being able to quantify each student and having an answer based on data and research allows for that conversation to the student to become a lot easier.